Now this one is kind of about abstract money. So, money is the root of all evil. But money could be more than legal tender or official currency. Now, probably most of us know about United States dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, or British pound and euros and all that stuff. The official money, but then there's social currency, status, the kind of regard that a person is held in. And then there's other things that are money, like time and effort. Or you could call them spoons. If you're not afraid of being made fun of, you can call them spoons. Yeah, the abstract money, the kind that you don't use it to purchase goods, necessarily. You use it to create things. That kind of a money. And, man, there could be a lot to be said about this one, too. So, even if there were no official money or gold and silver coins or or bottle caps or unopened packets of American cigarettes, there would still be, in this world, the way things are here right now, there would be a hierarchy based on abstract invisible money, social standing, social currency, social shekels. And basically, popular people have it all of that invisible money, and unpopular people do not have this invisible money. And every stupid thing I did in my life was basically trying to, either just fulfill my own egotistical desires or gain acceptance and approval from the people that I thought were popular and worth admiring. And I don't have the energy to get into a whole lot of this at this time, maybe later. But, you can be greedy for ego. Ego is the worst thing that could happen to everybody or anybody. Ego is terrible, and I'm afraid right now I don't have a very good outline for talking about ego. I am not a philosopher. They're all a bunch of you-know-whats, and they probably never existed anyhow, and philosophy is bullshit. But ego is something worth talking about. There's what people call the reptilian brain, which I don't like that phrase. It's kind of funny, but I don't really like it. It's not... We have our God-given instincts. It's not evolutionary. It's God-given. We have it for a reason. We're born with it. You might call it a primal knowledge. Not primal as an evolution, because they do these associations. Whenever they say a word, they try and put an image to go with it. It's a part of mind control. When you hear the word primal, you're probably thinking primate. Those are fake. And we're not primates. We're just us. Taxonomy is bullshit. So among whales, cetaceans, there's supposed to be a seal with a long tusk. Have you ever noticed how cartoon narwhals are drawn with the horn on their forehead like a fictional equine unicorn? Real unicorns are gotta be bovine. But anyway, this is about... I don't know. I'm just gonna ramble. I don't care. Well, narwhals are fake, but in cartoons, which are deemed non-canon, they have the unicorn horn, and in canonical material, they have the overgrown tusk. And they're just Photoshop seals. They're not whales. They're seals. And yet, I think that they're, classified with whales. I can't look it up at the moment, but I recall it being that way. I don't even know. But here's a better example. Okay, raccoon-type animals, like the raccoon dog tanuki, or quadrimundi, or red pandas. Well, okay, so there's those. Raccoon animals, you know them. And then all of a sudden there's this giant teddy bear that makes no sense. He doesn't look like a raccoon animal. He is not articulated like one. He's articulated like a person in a suit. And they eat CGI bamboo. You should watch those videos. The bamboo is CGI. And the mouth is a puppet, and there's a person. It's really weird. They got 3 or 4 things going. Puppetry, actor, and CGI. And anyway, so this great giant panda is grouped in with raccoon animals. And here's another one that wasn't brought up before, I don't think, but thylacines or Tasmanian tiger. Those are civets. Look at their backs. Look at photos of civets and look at Tasmanian tigers. Tasmanian tigers are discontinued. They're not extinct. They're discontinued. They used to paint up civets, but they don't anymore because, they're not like horses. So that's another fake animal out of the way. I also think that vampire bats are dodgy while I'm at it. Rabies is probably a hoax, and vampire bats, I remember hearing about them a lot. I don't recall hearing about them in recent times, but I think they're fake. Anyway, that's a side topic. This is supposed to be about money and ego. And I guess when you kind of boil it all down to the bare basics, I guess all problems and evil stem from pure greed, whether the greed be for spending money or invisible money or time or effort. You ever just want to be greedy for all the effort and time? I understand that. You want to be greedy for social shekels and validation. Those things are not fulfilling, but I've been greedy for them. And I did stupid things chasing that greed. Humility is very important. Stinginess is fear and greed combined. Yeah, greed plus fear equals stinginess. And that's a form of greed. You don't want to spend anything, you want to be stingy. You don't want to be giving. I don't really feel right now like getting into it in a big way, but maybe some other time. And the important takeaway from this is humility is key. Don't try and be better than other people because you're not. If you try and chase greatness, you're just going to fall flat. You're going to burn out. You're going to be miserable. You're probably going to hurt yourself. Like in the past, I have tried so hard to be smart and skilled. That didn't work out. I got very stupid and I hurt myself physically. I developed physical problems from overexerting myself. And I tried to learn things that I thought would get me accepted, things that I thought would make people like me. For popularity's a sham, I've said it before. I don't have time to get into that either at this time, but yeah, just quit trying to be smart. It's not gonna work. Let's be honest, you're not. It's better to just be simple. Like, think of a computer full of bloatware and spyware and it keeps crashing. It's got all these problems because it has a million bullshit processes going. Now, you don't want to be like the spyware bloated computer. You want to be like an 8-function calculator, okay? Simple. You want to be simple and never screw up. And I think this is just another starting point, and I will talk again later.